What's up, guys? Got a new addition to the collection, a Smith&Wesson M&P40 with a thumb safety. A lot of you know that's watched my videos before. I like a thumb safety on my guns. That's the way I shoot. I like to keep everything somewhat the same. That way, when it comes down to it, it's muscle memory, keeps me active. I'm going to start this off by saying a lot of people that when they buy guns, just because they spend a lot of money on the gun, they only want to say good stuff about it. My whole purpose of my channel is the opposite. I want to tell the truth about the gun. And this gun right here, I fell in love with. It may be, since I haven't got the trigger time on it, it may become one of my favorite guns, and possibly even a takeover, you know, like my 1911 or whatever as my everyday carry. I've never really been a big fan of the Smith&Wesson semi-automatic pistols. I've always liked the revolvers, but never been a big fan of their semi-auto, just kind of like I am with Ruger. I love Ruger revolvers, but their semi-autos I'm kind of about. Just my personal preferences and experiences. Well, over the last year, I've really been hearing a lot about the M&P pistols, and I was kind of just not really paying attention. And then I started seeing a lot about it, torture tests, all the cops are starting to, the police officers, and a lot of other agencies that I can't even remember, and I don't want to give you false information or taking it up. But I think there's like roughly 300,000 LEO law enforcement officers using this weapon. As a matter of fact, the other day, it was at nighttime, I stopped through McDonald's, get me a cheeseburger or something, went home, and I could see, you know, a police officer sitting in there inside, and he was carrying a Smith&Wesson M&P. And anyway, I started doing my research on it, and I went and found one, and I got my hand on it. It didn't have a thumb safety. I was just at a local gun shop, and this has been safety checked. But I put my hand on it, and as soon as I put my hand on it, I thought, wow, because I have large hands, but I still don't like large gripped guns. It does not fit me very well. It's kind of the difference in between holding a baseball bat at the top and holding a baseball bat at the bottom. You know, I feel better the more of a grip I get on a gun. And these have palm swell adjustments. This is the medium size. The small size is alright, but the contours in it, because it's curved, it fits like my hand was made for it, or it was made for my hand. And for those of you who like the Glock, Sig, Beretta size, they have a large hand grip, large size palm swell that you can really tell me it feels good too, but I just like the medium. This is the one that when you pick up in the stores will come on it. But this gun was it's versatile. It's one of the most versatile guns on the market. You can get, first of all, I'll say I've had no failures through it. I've put 350 rounds of S&B Cellar and Bellet 180 grain full metal jackets through here, and 70 Remington Golden Saber bullets. And then, you know, well, these right here, they remind me a lot like the PDX one. These are brass coated, but I guess they're like, you got some kind of nickel-ish type of finish over top. But anyway, they come with two 15-round magazines with 16, that's 15 plus one in the chamber. But as I was saying, this is one of the most versatile guns on the market for the shooter. It comes with a thumb safety for one. That's one of the main reasons why I haven't bought a Glock. Or XD. Although XD has one version with a thumb safety I'm looking at that's pretty nice. It's a 45. But anyway, it's got ambidextrous everything. Thumb safeties on both sides, slide release, and you can also. I don't know how to do it because I haven't looked it up because I don't plan on it, but I've heard it's easily changeable. The magazine drop, the texturing on the grip itself It's not super aggressive, but I wouldn't have done it any other way, I guess. I mean, if you want it changed, you can. You can easily get some skateboard tape, or I'm sure that grip tape that's got a little T on it. I forgot what it's called. You can probably find it out now, because it's getting out, and the longer it's been out, the more stuff you're going to find about it. I can't remember the weight exactly. I'm not really the guy who would tell you the weight. It might weigh a couple ounces. I think it weighs a couple ounces more than a Glock. And the finish on it is a melanite finish, but like on other guns I've seen this melanite finish. Melanite's supposed to be super heavy duty. I mean, it's supposed to be one of the hardest finishes. But even that being said, I've put about, let's see, 350, that's 420 rounds through this gun, and it I mean, inside the frame you can see, you know, where the metal contacts metal. The average spots where you see a little bit of rub, you can see a little bit there, but as far as right here, where the barrel connects with the slide, almost nothing. I've never seen that on any type of gun, so whatever kind of hardness treatment they do on this is really good treatment. It's a striker fire design. As you can tell, it's got the little back plate that I guess you can remove and clean everything out and change the firing pin and all that. Serial numbers back here, which isn't a real flamboyant. The only thing I hate cosmetically about this gun is, which is another thing I'm going to go ahead and explain right now before I forget or leave it out. This gun's very versatile. As I've said, you can have it done any way you want. If you want some of them, you can have them made to where if you put it's got magazine disconnect safety, where if a magazine is in there or isn't in there, it will not fire. This one, and on the ones that does not have it, it says caution, capable of firing without magazine removed. That's stupid. It's not going to make me or break me on a gun. I just think it's stupid that they put that on there white, but I don't really care. The barrel length is 4.25 inches, I think. I'm almost positive on that. It's got the let's see, also for versatile. It's also got, I think, back here, or maybe, I think right here, there's a frame mounted lock on some of them to where you can take, I guess, your takedown tool on the bottom out and press this in, and I'm not really sure if it's a key or what, but anyway, it will make the gun not function not like the frame locks on other guns, you know, where you need the little keys. The takedown lever and how you change the back straps, of course this has only been used once, so it's kind of stiff, is right here, which is kind of hokey at first, but it's nothing you can get over it. And take the back strap, it slips right on, right off. It's got a little notch right there. Push it in there, pop it on, push it in there at an angle. I don't think it really matters. Twist it, there you go. Over to I wouldn't continuously take it out. I find the grip swell you want to change, and like I said, it comes with 3. Leave it in there. You know, if you want your old lady to carry it or something, maybe she'll change to the small. I'm sure this has been tested out pretty well, or else you would have heard about it by now. Also, another thing that's kind of good is you can empty the round while the safety is up or down. It does not affect that. Now, I'm going to show you something, so don't wig out. I can handle and use my firearms all the time. I'm safe with them. I'll carry them loaded. So you safety sallies that think that this is dangerous should not own a gun. It's pointed in a safe direction. Now, you can slide this in here and it works fine. But if you push it in there normally, or hold up, I can't do it on there. But if you go to, yeah, I don't know, guess I'm not doing it right. I'm trying to, if you take it in there like that, do it hard, it will slam shut. That's a design feature. I don't know why. It's just something I heard on the internet, and it does work. And like I said, if you didn't want to take the safety off to keep it from firing, dump your mag, and there you go. Oh, there you go. Safe. Okay. I'm going to do a disassembly video, which is pretty easy. To disassemble this gun is kind of odd. You got to pull this little lever. Oh, my bad, I'm stupid. Anyway, you got to pull this little lever up in here. I'm going to say that for disassembly video. It isn't hard. You can do it with your finger. You don't need to take down the little tool, or you can do it with another object. I just assume because it's a little easier to use something else. Maybe a little pencil or something in there just to push it down. What it is a sear disconnect lever, and when you close it, it won't work again until you can push it back up, or you can put the magazine in and it resets it. Otherwise your trigger just won't work. Also, for people with like Glocks or whatever that like the little safety lever right here, it is unsafe, and I have checked it. My finger's pushing up against it anyway to where it won't come back. This little part of the trigger, it's a jointed trigger. Let's see if you can see that. It moves, so when you put pressure on it, it comes back. Now, one of the other main things, besides the feel of this gun that sold me, the reputation of it being very reliable sold me. But another thing that really made me love this gun, you know, when I was in the store and I tested the trigger out, of course, even on those unloaded, I always safety check it again. But when I was in the store and tested the trigger out, it goes back to a break like I like, much like a 1911 trigger. No creep whatsoever, and just this perfect crisp. It's one of the best triggers I've felt in a polymer gun. Sorry about that, guys. My batteries went dead on my camera. I was talking somewhere about the trigger on this gun. It feels a lot like a 1911 in the way that it breaks and the creep and stuff like that. It's a tad bit heavier than most 1911s that I shot, but I'm still very accurate with it. And speaking of accuracy, this is on par with any of the, you know, not 1911s. 1911s I'm more accurate with, but it's on par with any of the Glocks, XDMs. My buddy has an XDM that I've shot quite a bit, so that's really what my data point is. And between the XDM, the M&P40, the Beretta, and the Taurus clone, the PT92, those are all full-size pistols. This is more accurate than that. Matter of fact, this is one of my second most accurate guns, besides this right here, my Springfield 1911. This is loaded. This was on my nightstand last night. But also, what I'll bring this in for, to show you something else I like about this. Okay, for grip size, for instance, this is my hands around both sides. Look at the difference. Of course, this does got the rounded mainspring housing. These grips are about standard. But look how much more I can grip around this gun. And the 1911 is noted for having a slim grip. And if you like a larger grip, you will change your grip to greatly like this. I'm talking about, you will notice the difference. And you can make it even smaller for people with smaller hands, or if you're a woman. Okay. The Scalloped Serrations on this gun, excellent. Even though this, personally, this is my preference, I like the look of a Glock, because the Glock has that plain look, you know. It kind of reminds me of no frills, it's there to do its job look. The XD, I'm not, the longer XDs, I like them, but I'm not really a fan of the, you know, I guess the 4-inch or your standard version. Unless it's the XDM, you know, the gun's there to do its gun, wouldn't stop me from buying it. But for looks wise, I think this gun tops them all. A lot of people do. Now, some of the other, like, you know, the two tones and stuff like that, you can also get this in a couple different tones. Although, if you want the thumb safety version, you can only have, this is pretty much what you're stuck with, or I probably would have went flat dark earth. see, there's something else I need to tell you that I don't want to forget about. I know the sights, 3-dot combat sights, and I'm guessing that this is adjustable for height. So yeah, they're both dovetailed. It's got a witness hole right here. I don't go by what do they call them? Having a brain fart right now. I don't go by. God, I'm wasting time just even thinking about this. I don't go by chamber indicators. I don't go by chamber indicators. I leave my guns loaded. So, and I'm never gonna put my finger in the trigger unless I am aiming on using one. Let's see. No, there's something I'm forgetting that I'm just gonna hate not remembering. It's also got the Picatinny rail on there. This gun retails. You can find them for $500 easy. You can get them suppressed. It's just an extremely versatile gun. I've got nothing but good things to say about this gun so far. For internals, you know, you get your standard or not internals, but it's got a stainless steel spring. I guess that's it, guys. It's got the okay, I know what I was going to tell you earlier, but I forgot. This is very important on it. I don't script my stuff, so it kind of just comes out free flow. But anyway, it's got the beaver tail right here, which feels very comfortable. And to be honest, as surprisingly as it was, I didn't really think about it until after I was shooting it, and a buddy of mine was out there shooting it with me. It has little recoil, very small recoil. Part of that's due to lower bore access. I think the stainless steel rod also helps balance the weight out, you know. But it feels like shooting a 9mm, maybe a 9mm plus P. And I know I said that in my other M&P40. I'm even more surprised on that one, but this one feels extremely well in the hand. Buddy of mine, he's not even an extremely good shot. He don't shoot very often. You know, I think he's just got like a Jennings or something. We're remodeling, and he was helping doing some drywall and stuff like that. And he was hitting the can almost every time from about 30 yards. Well, at least he was hitting around it. That's what I was aiming at for about 35 yards away. I was rolling a can every time. Today, I'm going to use this, put it on the cellar and bellet, which is really good ammo. I put 350 rounds to this gun, and it wasn't even very dirty. And I've never seen that. That might be part of the gun too. I don't know, but I only had to swipe. I scrubbed it pretty good, but I only had to put 2 patches through, and it came out clean. The barrel. Another thing. I'm sorry about keeping this so long, but everything I'm saying needs to be said. The rails on here the rail trigger system and everything is on one stainless steel chassis. That way, if you had a major problem with your gun, with the railing or trigger system, whatever, this whole chassis can be taken out as a frame. So the serial number part is back here on this part on the frame, so you know you can't just switch that around. I'm pretty sure I said that these scallops are awesome for gripping fish scales or whatever. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Sorry if it's too long, but thanks.